The name of our tree farm is Coburg Tree Farm. Coburg is a small town in Germany where my grandfather's ancestors came from back in the 1800s. We are just east of Eatonville, about 7 miles, at an elevation of about 1,600 feet. Grandfather, Robert S. Wise, purchased the property in 1954. He was enamored by the large trees that exist on the property here and decided that was the place he wanted to start his family legacy. He initially purchased it in the name of my older brothers, Steve and Dave, thinking ahead as part of the intergenerational aspect of the tree farm. The following year came along, he purchased a second parcel, adjacent parcel, which he held in his own name. That was later inherited by my mother, Elaine Townsend. And then about that time, we began building the cabin designed by my father, Ivan Townsend. And then in 1992, we merged the two properties together and formed the family partnership that it is today.
We have 277 acres here, mostly all Douglas fir. Grandpa Wise loved the big Douglas fir. With 277 acres, theoretically you could cut and replant 3 acres every year forever. But 3 acres is too small for a commercial operation. So what we've done is we've divided the property into 13 management units with the idea of cutting and replanting each unit every 6 or 7 years, depending on age of the trees and environmental factors. We have a half a mile of type F water, and that's created some challenges for us. First of all, we had a salmon blocking culvert, and we participated with the Family Fish Passage program to replace that. We participated with the FREP program, the Forest Riparian Easement program, in the lower downstream portions of that. Dad built a suspension bridge, which we're all very proud of, and love to watch the water pass underneath the bridge.
We have a diversity of habitats here on the tree farm, and so we have a diversity of wildlife. We have, in the wetland areas, there are salamanders and frogs, and then in the new plantations is wonderful hunting ground for the birds of prey like the eagles and hawks, and then of course in the forest itself, all of the layers of the forest. We've got on the forest floor deer, elk, cougar, and all the way up into the canopy you see little birds flying around up there. We practice sustainable forestry here at Coburg, and so by doing that we're hoping to keep this diversity of habitat and continue to provide a home for animals of all kinds.
Probably the biggest challenge we've got is protecting seedlings in a new plantation. We've tried all kinds of different things. We've used nets, we've co-planted with spruce, we've just tried to take our chances with nature. Once the trees are taller, of course, we usually prune. The pruning allows you to be able to see through the forest. It allows you to see what needs to be done as time goes on. Getting everybody together to do the pruning, that's probably one of the biggest challenges. The family lives all over the country, and trying to get together work parties to come out and spend a day or 2 or 3 is very time consuming, but very rewarding also. Once the trees are taller, when you're talking 20-year-old stands especially, the deer and the elk are still rubbing on the trees. The bears can be a very serious issue. They'll come in and they'll take a lot of trees in a given area in short order, and it's tough to know exactly what to do, and we're still looking for really good solutions there.
Well, there are lots of favorite places up here. I think my favorite place is on the top of the hill of the Centennial Plantation. From there you can see the second growth forest, you can see the 1994 plantation, you can see the 2001 plantation, the 2007 plantation, and at your feet are the new trees of the new plantation. It's a beautiful view up there. Oldest daughter got married up here. That was really fun. And the cabin is always a great place to get away. All the kids would come up. We'd come up with family and friends. The Coburg Tree Farm is more than just growing trees. It's growing families. My 3 brothers and I see each other quite frequently. I know otherwise, if it weren't for the Coburg Tree Farm, we might see each other once a year or something like that, like most other families, but Coburg Tree Farm has kept us tight.